Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Kind of a dark morning. Little rain. Cloud cover still out there. Temperatures in the 60s again this morning. Pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
A little muggy. There goes that pilot car.
Yep.
Tina and yours truly are going to try to slip out here pretty quickly so we can make our way to Arcadia today and be ready to go after you visit with Quality Senior Villages. So,
all right.
Tina is locked and loaded. She's ready to go. So we'll get a little business taken care of here, and then you can get Jack in here, or you can fly solo, or however you want to do it. I mean, it's Friday.
Yeah.
It's a holiday weekend.
I'm excited. Probably have to play a little bit of music to fill some time. Can't wait to make my own selections.
Yeah.
Know that you and Tina will be listening and rocking down the highway and listening to Brent play the tunes. I know you love my selection of music.
I don't mind it unless you get like diving into the 80s pop.
Yeah. Well, I thought I'd start off with some Cher. That's good cruising music.
Let's take a look at the menus.
If I could turn back time.
Oh, boy. Well, as one longtime broadcaster told me, you can always turn the knob down. Prairie Pioneer Center today, chicken wrap, veggies, cottage cheese, and fruit.
All right, let's go to Gothenburg. Some of their choices today. Cuban hot dog, cheese pizza. The grill station combo is a cheeseburger basket. Also pepperoni pizza and a fresh-baked zesty combo sub. Some of your choices at Gothenburg.
Litchfield, corn dogs.
Cozad, some of their choices include a hot dog, pizza bar, and sub bar at Cozad.
Ansley featuring hot dog and mac and cheese.
Sandhills School in Dunning, mini corn dogs on the menu today at Sandhills.
Loop City, chicken nuggets or flying saucer.
Callaway no school today.
Lucky kids. Thedford today, tacos, both hard and soft shells.
SEM pizza on the menu today at Sumner Eddyville Miller.
And at Arnold today, no school.
And Myrna, Twisted Dog and Pizza Hut pizza on the lunch menu at Ann's Myrna. And I think that's it.
And I completed the list over here as well. Real quick here, excuse me, we want to talk about a request for a card shower for Pam Martin of Broken Bow. Pam developed a massive brain bleed in mid-July and was transported to Grand Island. She had to have emergency surgery, and since that time has had a lot of obstacles, ups and downs, and she's currently at Madonna in Lincoln and will continue to get therapy. So she has a long road ahead of her in recovery, and they thought a card shower would help her to know that there's lots of prayers and people behind her in this journey to let her know we're all behind her. So there is a GoFundMe page set up on Facebook and at Custer Federal Bank in Broken Bow for making donations for Pam. And Pam Martin, that's Pam, Marten, is at Madonna Hospital at 5401 South Street, room A46 in Lincoln, Nebraska. The zip there is 68506. And I know that Jack's going to mention this quite often on the Party Line show as well. And also real quickly here, don't forget today is the public reception for the art entries for the Wild Rose Gallery's latest show. You can start stopping by today from 11 until 4 p.m. That's the regular hours for you to look. And then the public reception starts at 7 p.m. And then the artists will pick up their artwork after that and tomorrow as well. Play the game real quick before I leave you.
All right. Let's see. Final question of our category. We've been asking questions centering around a character discussing his or her school. So can you guess the country in which they live? And here's your question for today. Jin Song is 8 years old and loves to paint. Aside from learning to read and write in Mandarin, the year's curriculum contains geography, math, and English. Where does he live? Is it Haiti, Cuba, Italy, or China? Jin Song is 8 years old and loves to paint. Aside from learning to read and write in Mandarin, the year's curriculum contains geography, math, and English. Where does he live? Your choices again are Haiti, Cuba, Italy, and China. If you know the answer, call us at 872-2801.
And if you answer correctly, we'll make a $5 donation on your behalf to the Inclusive Playground Drive. So give us a call, 872-2801.
And action!
It's Dave and Brent getting the action started on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Life moves at the speed of light. Don't let pain put you on pause. At Rise Rehab and Performance, we believe everyone deserves to feel their best without pain holding them back. Whether it's recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or just getting back to doing what you love, our expert team is here to help take the first steps toward healing. Personalized care, cutting-edge treatments, and results that speak for themselves. Rise Rehab and Performance, 872-5800. We rehab, you recover, then rise.
It's that time of year. Time for the State Fair. The Secret Garden store outside of Myrna is closed, but you'll find them at the State Fair serving delicious frappes, smoothies, homemade crepes, and quiche. Still want to shop their wide variety of items even though the store is closed? Head to thesecretgardenonline.com. Always a great place to keep up with them, no matter the time of year. Look for the Secret Garden trailer at the Nebraska State Fair through September 1st.
And we have a couple of general admission tickets to the State Fair here. If you want to call in after 8 o'clock and ask if you can have those, we'll certainly have them for you at the front desk. I'll be leaving you now, Brent.
Okay. All right. Have a safe trip.
Thank you. We'll be talking to you from Arcadia in the 8 o'clock hour.
All right. And by the way, the answer was China.
China.
Yes.
Sounds like that guy my wife's been doing kung fu with.
I love you, baby. I like your company.
You here in the studio. Dave and Tina are on the road again. They're headed to Arcadia for a special remote. Yeah. We will be talking Fall Festival from Arcadia for you today. 71st one, I think, is this year. Unbelievable. We love promoting our area festivals. We love doing that during the summer, and this is kind of the final weekend for us to do a lot of that, as, of course, we have two wonderful area festivals during the Labor Day holiday weekend. Had a wonderful time being in Callaway yesterday to visit with folks who are helping put on the Callaway Kite Flight. Of course, that'll be happening tomorrow and on Sunday. And then, of course, the big fall festival happening in Arcadia. I think a few events might even start today, and then a lot of events through the weekend. And, of course, the big parade on Monday morning in Arcadia. We'll be finding out more about the fall festival coming up later in the breakfast show. Well, let's see what today is. Today is National College Colors Day. Display your school pride. I think a lot of us did that yesterday if you're a Husker fan. And, usually Brent loves to talk Husker football, but it's kind of hard for me to do. I'll be honest, I didn't see any of it last night. I was out here working. We got back from calling the volleyball match between Broken Bow and Hershey. Got back, was able to listen to a little bit of it while I was working. I did stop and listen to the final 2 minutes. And, okay, raise your hand. Did you think we were going to end up losing that thing? I mean, oh, man. You were just kind of thinking, here we go again. But Nebraska kind of flipped the script and won a close one at the end. Big interception by Malcolm Hartzog at the end sealed the win, and Nebraska is 1-0, hanging on against Cincinnati by a score of 20-17. So next up for Nebraska, they'll be at home for their home opener at Memorial Stadium. That'll be on September the 6th, and, of course, we'll broadcast it for you live on KBBN 95.3 FM with coverage on that Saturday starting at 4:30. The kickoff will be 6:30 between Nebraska and Akron. That'll be coming up on September the 6th. Did enjoy listening to Kyle Crooks, who is the new play-by-play voice of Nebraska football. Listened to him on the way home from covering volleyball last night. I thought he did a good job. A lot of excitement, and I think he'll continue to grow into the position. So he will be the voice of the Huskers for the rest of the season, and we'll have all of the games for you live on KBBN 95.3 FM. Since we're talking Huskers, we do want to remind you kind of a programming note. Coming up on Sunday, we'll have coverage of Nebraska volleyball as Nebraska will be taking on top 10 ranked Kentucky. Seems like everybody Nebraska plays right now is top 10 ranked. But if it goes as well as it did last weekend, it'll be fun again. So we'll see how Nebraska does. They'll have to travel outside of Nebraska for this one, though. I think it's going to be played in Nashville, Tennessee, if I remember correctly. So we'll have Nebraska and Kentucky volleyball on the air for you Sunday now. Football last night was late. Well, volleyball on Sunday will be early. It'll be an early start time. They're going to start the match at 11 a.m. Central Time. So our coverage on the Huskers radio network will start at 10 a.m. on Sunday. And because of that, as a programming note for KBBN listeners, we will not have Classic Rock Live for you Sunday morning because of Nebraska volleyball, but we do replay Classic Rock Live on Monday and Tuesday in the 1 to 2 o'clock hours. So that kind of gets you caught up to date with what's happening Huskers-wise on KBBN Radio. We'll step away for a timeout. We're back with more right after this.
The Breakfast Show.
Don't know what I'd do without them. They're awesome.
On KCNI KBBN.
The Dawson County Fairgrounds in Lexington are home to the 2025 Nebraska State Rodeo Association Finals. September 5th, the rodeo kicks everything off at 7 with an EMT First Responders Appreciation and a Calcutta to follow. Saturday is College Fan Day. Steer roping starts at 9 a.m. with rodeo at 7 p.m. Rascal Martinez ends the day from 9 to midnight. Sunday, it's Cowboy Church at 8 with an afternoon rodeo at 1. Friday to Sunday, the 5th to the 7th, finals rodeo action at the Dawson County Fairgrounds. For tickets or more information, go to DawsonCountyFair.com. Sponsored by Lexington Tourism. Arcadia's 71st Annual Fall Festival is Labor Day weekend. Tons of family fun packs the schedule Saturday through Monday, including a fun run, bounce houses, games, ranch rodeo, pancake feed, and much more. Of course, Sunday is the day of the big demolition derby at the ballpark, sponsored by the Sons of the American Legion Post 251. What better way to spend a Sunday afternoon than watching some cars smash, crash, and spin? Be at the ballpark in Arcadia this Sunday at 2. Arcadia Fall Festival, this weekend.
Here's the Red Clay Strays. News time at the top of the hour. Boy, so enjoyed yesterday visiting with our good friend John Hunt. Many of you know John, and John is a very talented carpenter. He's a great fisherman, and he's an author. Yes, he has written his second book, and we enjoyed talking to John about that yesterday. The title of the book is Roaming Crow. Have you ever wondered what life was like for the first Americans? We'll saddle up and ride along with Maddie and Roaming Crow to discover the lifestyle of the Pawnee, Nebraska's original Cornhuskers. You may be surprised by what lurks beyond that next river, beyond that next river bend or hulking sand mountain. But the most incredible surprise lies in their ultimate destiny. It's the new book by John Hunt, Roaming Crow, and John is going to be at the Broken Bow Public Library on September the 3rd. He'll be there at 5 o'clock for a special book signing. He'll talk about the book. Would love to visit with you. There will be copies of the book for sale, and a copy of John's book, Roaming Crow, is also available now to check out at the Broken Bow Public Library. So go on over to the Broken Bow Public Library on September the 3rd. Visit with John. John Hunt will be there with a book signing and to talk about his new book, Roaming Crow, a Nebraska Sandhills novel. Again, that'll be September the 3rd at 5 o'clock. Well, do you struggle with your hearing and or worry about missing out on conversations with family and friends at gatherings? If so, make sure you stop in to see Roxanne with the Nebraska Land Hearing Center because she can help, offering extended discounts for new and returning patients for just staying local. And this is always a big key, pricing available to fit all budgets. Don't let that fear of, oh my goodness, what might this cost me, deter you from getting your hearing checked. No need to travel outside of the area either. Roxanne sells the top technology available in the world right here in Broken Bow. And with Roxanne, you get that good quality local follow-up care and service. So give her a call today to make your appointment, 308-384-3852. 308-384-3852. The Nebraska Land Hearing Center. You'll find them in downtown Broken Bow. Their office is located in the Broken Bow Chamber Building. The time is 8 o'clock. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. A father who lost his 8-year-old son in this week's mass shooting at a Catholic school chapel in Minneapolis is sharing his grief. Jesse Merkel.
Give your kids an extra hug and kiss today. We love you, Fletcher. You'll always be with us.
10-year-old Harper Moisky's parents say she was bright, joyful, and deeply loved. 18 people were wounded. Most were children, 3 parishioners. California Governor Newsom is deploying state highway patrol teams to fight crimes in major cities in his state. CBS's Michael Wallace.
The CHP will help target certain areas of Los Angeles, San Diego, Sacramento, and the Bay Area.
Getting away this Labor Day weekend? Correspondent Chris Van Cleve.
Most Americans will drive, finding gas prices on average about 15 cents a gallon cheaper.
The national average projected to be $3.15 a gallon. That is the lowest since the pandemic began in 2020. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Here's a look at Nebraska news. In a story released by NSP, troopers with the Nebraska State Patrol have arrested one person following a pursuit in Omaha overnight. At approximately 1:15 a.m. on Thursday, a state trooper saw a Chevrolet Silverado speeding at approximately 100 miles per hour on Interstate 80 near 42nd Street in Omaha. The trooper attempted a traffic stop, but the driver refused to yield, and then the trooper initiated a pursuit. The pickup entered I-480 near northbound and continued fleeing with speeds of 100 miles per hour. The vehicle continued northbound onto Highway 75 and eventually turned eastbound onto Ames Avenue. After several blocks, the driver failed to navigate a curve, driving through a fence and striking a parked vehicle. A passenger of the pickup immediately fled on foot. The driver remained in the vehicle. When he was taken into custody, the driver provided false information. Troopers and Omaha police officers searched the area, but the passenger was not located. The driver, Jose Jaimes, aged 28 of Omaha, was arrested for flight to avoid arrest, willful reckless driving, driving under the influence, refusing a chemical test, obstructing a police officer, false reporting, driving under suspicion, and numerous traffic offenses. He was medically cleared at the hospital and then lodged into the Douglas County Jail. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson, reporting for Central Nebraska's news source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
The Cowboys have traded their star pass rusher Micah Parsons to the Packers for 2 first-round draft picks and 3-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle Kenny Clark. Here is Cowboys owner Jerry Jones.
This gives us a better chance to be a better team than we have been the last several years since Micah's been here. Not any negative on Micah, but we're trying to get better. We're trying to stop the run and stay in the hunt.
Parsons has already agreed to a 4-year, $188 million extension, making him the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. In college football, South Florida crushed number 25 Boise State 34-7. In baseball, Kyle Schwarber hit 4 home runs, had 9 RBI, and the Phillies crushed the Braves 19-4. Yankees beat the White Sox 10-4. Marlins outscored the Mets 7-4.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Slight chance for storms with fog in spots early today. Otherwise, cloudy skies. High temperatures reach up to 77. Southerly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Storms likely tonight. Lows level off around 60. Cloudy. Cloudy skies expected tomorrow. Storms likely. Highs level off around 74. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
They grow up so fast, and soon enough they're off to college. But as time goes by, the cost of tuition continues to rise. You know that college is important, but the expenses may seem out of reach. Edward Jones can help. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Janet Lawhorn. Let's work together to help you tackle growing college expenses. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
8:05 is the time. Well, let's go outside. Jack Simpson is out there, I believe. Jack, what do you see?
Well, the traffic's going by pretty smoothly. It's beautiful out. 64 degrees outside with the cloudy skies. Winds out of the south from 5 to 10 miles per hour. Barometric pressure at 3012 with humidity at 97%. In the last 24 hours, picked up only 1/100th of precipitation. The precipitation for this month now at 1 inch and 1/100. A high yesterday of 74, overnight low of 63 with the sunrise at 7:02 and sunset today 8:15. I did talk to one of my friends that is on the construction crew out here in this station, and they said they will not be working Monday on Labor Day, so a lot of traffic could be going both ways that day. So,
all right, thank you, Jack, for the update. Hey, since we've got you here, just one quick question. Yesterday, you gave me your score prediction from the Nebraska football game before it took place. What was your score prediction for the game yesterday?
Way off. 45-30 is what I was thinking.
Wasn't quite that high scoring, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Hey, but we won.
We did. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Thank you, Jack.
You're welcome.
All right, there you go. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Brent in the studio here with you this morning. Dave and Tina are headed to Arcadia, and we'll be checking in with them a little bit later on in the show, I think in the 9 o'clock hour, maybe even before 9, too. I'm not sure. But when they're set up and ready to go, we'll bring the live remote to you as we find out everything happening with the Fall Festival, the 71st one in the community of Arcadia. So we'll look forward to that coming up a little bit later on in the show. Well, since it is the Labor Day holiday weekend, this is always a good one to play. Here's some Alabama for you. Is our good friend Jeanette Denson. Jeanette, great to see you. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
Good. All right. Now, we were kind of talking off the air. You wear so many hats. I mean, you are involved in so many things. But today, we want to concentrate on quality senior villages.
Right.
All
right. Yeah, things are going great there. We last week, we had all of the owners who own quality senior villages came to town.
Oh, wow.
And we had a great meeting with them.
Good.
None of them are local, but they are so impressed with Broken Bow. And so they are really wanting things to go well at quality. So I hadn't seen them for 10 years. So So, well, part of them anyway. When we opened Quality Senior Villages 10 years ago. So one of them had not been here since then.
Wow.
So, yeah. So he's a farmer and just, hasn't been here. But we had some great conversations about what our goals are for Quality Senior Villages and where we want to go. So it was great.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure, obviously they know the importance of the facility and the services that are offered here in Broken Bow. So I'm sure it was a great visit to just kind of reconnect.
Yeah, it was. And so things are going great. It's always fun to go in. I just told the staff the other day, when I walk in the door and everybody's laughing, I know that things are going well.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many are at Quality at the moment?
We have
how many,
11 residents right now.
Okay.
We can hold 13 or 14, I guess, if both of we have 2 rooms that are semi-private rooms, and so both of those have a bed there that's open. So it has to be someone who can, that fits with a neighbor.
Sure. Yes. Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I know that we have been at times reading some information about how you're looking for some help. I think, med aids, CNAs, or are you still in the need for?
Yeah, we are still in the need for a couple of med aids. That would be great. And then, of course, some night staff. So I've been excited this week. We've hired 2 high school students.
Oh, great.
I love that, that they want to go on into the medical field and want experience. And so, to me, that's the best there is,
Yeah.
So both of the young people have their CNAs already.
Wow,
they
that's
got
great.
it this summer, and so they're ready to come in and help.
Yeah.
So,
well, what a great learning opportunity.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
I can't think of there's no better way to learn than to do. And
exactly. Yeah. And so that part's great. But we're always looking for help. Even though, if you want just a part-time job or if you're looking for a full-time job, we're willing to work with you.
Yeah. I think maybe we've even touched on this in the past in some of our visits, but if people just want to give an hour or two to come and just maybe just visit, or like you said, just help.
Yeah.
You're open to that, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
We're looking for any volunteers that want to come in and spend some time. People with Alzheimer's or dementia need some one-on-one help. They love to just sit and reminisce about things in the past. They might not know who you are today, but they know the past, and they can talk about that. So,
what I've enjoyed is when you have brought in members of your staff. I think we've kind of talked about this subject, but when you're visiting with people who are battling Alzheimer's and dementia, I know it can be a little intimidating, a little bit.
Yeah.
But I've so enjoyed visiting with members of your staff that come in and say, you know what, don't be intimidated because you get so much from it. And you really do, don't you?
You do.
Jeanette?
Every day.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm there.
Yeah.
Because I love working with people with Alzheimer's. You never know what each day is going to bring.
Yeah.
And you might be talking about anything. They come up with all kinds of stories, and it is so fun. And I love my office has a window in it. And so as they're walking around, they stop and maybe stick their tongue out at me in the office, or put their hands on the. I love it. They're going to stop and and I always invite them into my office and sit for a while, and they do that, and so But I love it. You know.
Well, I know that quality is a kind of its own little family, and that's another one of the special aspects of the facility.
Right. Yeah. We really do enjoy the people, and the staff is just doing so well now. It's just, you can tell they're all there for the right reasons. And that makes a big difference.
Yeah, great. Let's see, if people have any questions about quality or whatever, just contact Quality Senior Villages?
Yes, just stop in. You'll have to ring the bell because it is a locked facility, but just come on in and I'm there most every day.
Okay.
Not on Thursdays, but I'm in and out.
All right. Let's see. We've kind of bounced around here a little bit this morning. Anything else that you wanted to share regarding quality that we haven't talked about? We kind of hit the highlights
this morning.
Yeah, well, welcome to my world.
but just stop out anytime.
All right.
Visit.
Sounds good. Well, always great to see you, Jeanette, and have a great holiday weekend.
Thank you.
All right. Jeanette Denson with Quality Senior Villages, our guest on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Back to school? More like back to work and back to riding with AgLane ATV. Whether you're hauling feed, checking fence, or sneaking in a weekend ride before the homework hits, Polaris has the machine to help you get it done. AgLane ATV is stocked with all the latest models and accessories to keep you prepared and ready for whatever the season brings. Stop by AgLane ATV on West Highway 2 in Broken Bow and get geared up for fall. Always wear a helmet, never drink and drive.
Farming is a tough business that requires tough equipment. That goes for your irrigation system as well, which is why an irrigation system from Central Nebraska Diesel, your local Ranky dealer, is built to be durable and reliable. High-strength steel, superior engineering. Made of. Give the irrigation professionals at Central Nebraska Diesel a call today to find out just how tough they really are. Ranky, more right than rain. And Central Nebraska Diesel, your local irrigation expert.
This is Maggie from Nebraska State Bank, and I've got exciting news. We've given our website a total makeover that's fresh, intuitive, and designed with you in mind. It's easier to use, packed with helpful tools, and has everything from side-by-side account comparisons to quick videos on fraud tips and how to save smarter. All there to help support your personal, ag, or business banking needs. Drop by nesb.bank and explore the future of community banking online. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Finding the vitamins and supplements you need shouldn't be like finding a needle in a haystack. And it isn't with the help of Varney Pharmacy. Their selection is wide and their shelves are organized and easy to browse. Vitamin B12, vitamin C, biotin, cranberry, iron, vitamin D3, vitamin E, calcium, fish oil, flaxseed, and beyond are all at Varney Pharmacy, ready for your cabinet at home. Whether it's gummies, chewables, or tablets, vitamins and supplements are at Varney Pharmacy. Remember, they are closed Saturday, August 30th, so plan ahead for your refills with them in downtown Broken Bow.
And we're back live here in the studio. Good to have you with us here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. And now we're going to shift our focus to the topic of teammates. And we have Deb McCaslin here with us. Deb, always great to see you.
Good to see you this morning.
And tell us about this guy you brought with you here today.
I tell you, he runs one heck of an elementary school. Last year, I was so impressed every time I walked down the hallway. The kids are polite. They were, they were going from A to B, and they were just so super polite. And I think I got to be known as Grandma by at least 14 to 15 of them. They'd come by, and little kindergartner would come by at least once a week and go, "Grandma, will you tie my shoe?" "Oh, yeah, I'll tie your shoe."
Oh, there's plenty of that.
But it's just such a pleasure to be in your school. So congratulations on a great first year.
Yeah, thank you. And we're really excited for the second year, and we have some great initiatives that we're going to really work on. And so I know this whole week of, professional development has really prepared us for Tuesday, and it can't come soon enough.
Well, I think there are a lot of parents out there that are kind of glad you held off until September 2nd.
Yeah, I think that's really helped kind of the slow roll of things. I've told parents and staff members that if they've really enjoyed this, to really put a bug in Mr. Toby's ear, and so we'll kind of see what happens in years to come.
I put a pretty hard bug in his ear last Friday because he was the guest on the Teammates program. So anyway, Brett, thank you so much for having us in today.
Well, it's great to have you guys in. We do have the principal of North Park Elementary School with us here in the studio here today. That's okay. It is great to see you, and I'm sure that there is a lot of excitement building as the kids get ready to come back to school next week after the holiday.
Yeah, no, it's been great. We kicked it off this week. Wednesday, we had our open house. We had an outstanding turnout. Just students and families coming in, super excited to meet their new teacher, to see where they're sitting in their classroom, bring in their supplies and things. And so, I think that if they could have, a lot of those kids, if they could have started that evening, that they would have probably done that.
Yeah. Well, I know that still trying to work through the whole remodeling of the middle and high school, and that has affected North Park, right? I mean, because you guys have had to host different things that maybe you wouldn't have in the past due to the remodel. How has that went?
Yeah, I mean, we've just kind of had to take it in stride. We've had a lot more foot traffic, which has been good, whether it's from, sports teams utilizing the gym to just activities that are going on and things like that. But, I mean, we have the space, and we didn't have a lot that we were improving on as far as building conditions and things. And so we were happy to open our doors to whatever the need had arisen.
Yeah. Well, let's focus in on Teammates, because I know that this is a mentoring program that got moved into some of the elementary grades. So talk a little bit about that and how it went in kind of its introductory phase.
Yeah, I mean, Teammates is a great thing, and I commend Deb and just kind of her staff and team just for bringing it in. There's some great initiatives that we're doing, but ultimately it's just providing a need for our students that need kind of that mentorship and that ability just to kind of speak some truth into kids' lives. And so, we have a pretty big list of students that need a mentor, and I think Deb can elaborate on that and stuff. And so the need is there. But I think that the first year, or kind of what we had done last year, was just kind of laying that groundwork for what are the great things that can come.
Deb, let's talk about the need for mentors. I mean, I know we just talked about the open house that was on the 27th. I think you had kind of a display or a booth set up. Kind of talk about how that night went and kind of where you stand right now in the need for mentors.
Well, we absolutely do need mentors. There was a great interest at the table. I wasn't able to be there, but I heard back from the team that Mr. Behrens was talking about. Bessie and Colleen and Phil all, manned that booth Wednesday night. And they said that they had all sorts of kids that were signing up. And the really cool thing about being a mentee is that it's a self-nomination. It's the students that come up and say, hey, you guys have a pretty good time. I think I'd like to do this. Playing games once a week is kind of on my bucket list. And it's just great fun. And to be a mentor, it's not difficult, first of all. Yes, we do background checks on everybody because keeping the safety of the students in the school is number one, on our list to do. But you're asked to be their friend. So when I come in, I'm not somebody's parent. I'm not their teachers. I do ask them how school's going. And if they go, oh, yeah, it's going great, awesome. Or it's, no, I didn't like math today. You didn't like math today? Well, you show me what you didn't like. Come, let's talk about that. That doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. But I get to be their friend. I don't judge. And I get to be that positive influence in this little person's life. And in turn, hopefully, that person becomes a positive influence in my life. It's a give and take.
Well, it just presents someone else to talk to, right, Mr. Behrens? I mean, the mentor it's not a teacher, not a parent, and sometimes that outside influence can can really have a big positive impact, can it?
Yeah, I think just having somebody, one, that students can recognize, especially in a small, tight-knit community such as Broken Bow, that they can see and that they can, associate themselves with, and that they know that on a consistent basis that their mentor is going to come in to the school and meet with them. We're very flexible at what those times are as far as whether it's lunch or before school, or we can make time throughout the day and stuff. But I think that is pivotal as we just look at the program and just setting students up for success.
So help refresh my memory. Teammates now starts where? Is it third grade?
Starts in third grade.
Third grade, okay. So third, fifth, and up through high school.
Yes.
Okay.
And we actually have as many kids in the junior high and high school right now in the program as we do in the elementary school.
Yeah.
Because we have several of our mentors are following their students up to junior high this next year. So we kind of need to restock our elementary mentors.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, Deb. I think you've kind of talked about this in the past, because I think that you've had this situation when you become a mentor, it's not like you're mentoring someone in a specific grade, and then when that person moves out of the grade, now you have to pick out a new mentee because you're just mentoring third graders, let's say. But mentors do tend to stay with the same person as they grow up, correct?
Correct. I had one that I took from fourth grade through graduating from college and stayed with her all that way, which was just absolutely fabulous. And I picked up a little guy along the way, too.
Yeah, sure.
Now, when I'd like to talk about how kids are matched. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
The student will fill out an interest form, and the mentor will fill out an interest form. And we try really hard to match those that have similar interests. So, if you have this young guy that really likes to play sports, we will try to match him with, an adult male that would like to play sports. For me, it's best never to match me with somebody who likes crafts, because I don't have a craft bone in my body. But I do like to read. I do like animals. I like art. I like other things. And so that's kind of how that match occurs. Yeah. And Mr. Toby has just always done a bang-up job of doing those matches. And now we have Mathea Shoemaker, who's our coordinator, and we're so excited to have her. Thank you, Mr. Behrens, for letting us snatch her for this position.
Yeah, of course. I thought, when we were thinking about somebody that could fit into that role, she came to the top of the list, and yeah, I'm glad that she was willing to take that on.
Oh, so are we. She's just such a breath of fresh air for us.
So let's just refresh everybody's memory regarding the mentor and the mentee and the time element of it. It's kind of a once-a-week visit, correct?
It is. And the school does a fantastic job of keeping us informed. For instance, if my mentee called in sick, if her mom called her in sick that morning, the school would call me and go, "Oh, by the way, your mentee's not in school today because they're sick." So that would save me a trip to the school. Or if I had something, I got sick, I would call the school and say, "I'm not going to be there for this youngster today because I'm homesick." That way, nobody's kept waiting.
Mm-hmm.
And I travel. Just because I've got a role through Rotary that I do quite a bit of traveling on. So I found myself out of country for a month this last year. But my mentee knew that I was going to be gone that month, and brought her back a couple of postcards. Mm-hmm. So anyway, they know ahead of time if you're going to be gone. And so you can always work that, and it is a school year thing. Mm-hmm. If we meet ever outside of the school year, it is as a group. So we might have a picnic as a group. And we do other fun things. We're going to go back and do another movie this year. We'll go bowling this year. We're going to a UNK volleyball game this year. I'm not for sure what all Colleen has planned for us, but she does a great job planning these things.
So if someone is interested in being a mentor, the way to start the process is what? Go to I know Teammates has a website. Is that the best place to go, or is it to reach out to someone like you, Deb?
Well, if they've got further questions, they're absolutely invited to reach out to me or to anybody at the school to reach out to Mr. Behrens, and he'll point them either to our coordinator or to me. But if you went to teammates.org, That is the way to initiate it, because that's where you fill out your form. But please be sure and check the little box that says Broken Bow teammates.
Okay. All right.
Because they need to know what chapter you're interested in.
Yeah.
And then that would start the process. That starts the background process.
Okay. All right. Anything else that we need to discuss regarding teammates or
school? What's
Yeah, I mean, school, again, Tuesday, I think we have a couple of things I want to touch on. We had one of our best years last year in terms of academics and just really pushing the needle. And so figuring out what we can do to continue to grow. And so kind of our theme this year with Grow Together, which is kind of our overall mantra in the district, is moving from comfort and being comfortable to growth. And so stepping outside of that comfort zone and maybe there's that fear factor in things, but I think that that's kind of the next step that we need to take, and our staff are on board to pick up our students and make sure that we do that this year. And so our commitment level is there. Also, Tuesday, our best first day ever. We're doing it a lot bigger than last year and things. And so I encourage students and families to come. There's going to be a lot of fun activities. They should come home tired. And so hopefully early bedtime for them and stuff. But we're going to kick it off with a bang on Tuesday, and it's going to be great to see.
And congratulations again, Mr. Behrens, on a fantastic first year in Broken Bow. And we sure are glad you chose Broken Bow.
Yes, thank you. Glad to be here.
By the way, can teammates use that Grow Together mantra this year?
I have no problem with it. I mean, I think as much correlation and continuity that we have with our programs that are within our school is great.
Done deal.
All right, now, before you go, I have one question. Mr. Toby, I believe, was spending, he kind of moved his office to North Park for a while, right? Is he still there? Has he moved back to the middle high school?
Yeah.
Okay, has he, if he's moved back, has he taken this Minnesota Viking stuff with him?
Yeah, so he has moved, and I've questioned his commitment level to the purple team, the Vikings, obviously, because he moved some of his Vikings memorabilia that he had in his makeshift office, but he left some stuff behind. And so I kind of think if you're...
so you still have to look at it?
Well, I mean, it's in the back corner.
It's tucked in a closet.
It's in the back corner. And
as a Bears fan, I just want you to know that's the best place for it, is in a closet somewhere.
And we've given him an ultimatum on a due date, and if it's not gone, it might be going to the landfill. So,
that's great, guys. Thank you so much for coming in and talking about teammates. And congratulations on a great first year. And I know you're excited about getting the kids back, and we hope you have a great year in 2025-26.
Yes, thank you very much for having us.
All right, thanks, guys, for coming in.
Thank you very much.
All right, teammates, our guest on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Building something big or just tackling a do-it-yourself project, whatever your vision, they've got the supplies you need to make it happen at Ansley Lumber and Supply. From lumber to paint, tools to hardware, Ansley Lumber and Supply has it all. With top-quality products at unbeatable prices. And with their friendly expert staff, you'll get the advice you need to get your job done right. Visit them today in downtown Ansley at Ansley Lumber and Supply. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30. Open Saturday, 8 until noon.
Arcadia's 71st Annual Fall Festival is Labor Day weekend. Tons of family fun packs are scheduled Saturday through Monday, including a fun run, bounce houses, games, ranch rodeo, pancake feed, and much more. Of course, Sunday is the day of the big demolition derby at the ballpark, sponsored by the Sons of the American Legion Post 251. What better way to spend a Sunday afternoon than watching some cars smash, crash, and spin? Be at the ballpark in Arcadia this Sunday at 2. Arcadia Fall Festival, this weekend.
This summer, let your spending take you further with the Bernie Bank credit card. Earn points on every purchase, whether you're filling up for a road trip, booking that beach getaway, or grabbing dinner on the patio. Use your rewards your way on the things that make summer even better. Summer fun meets smart rewards with a Burning Bank credit card. Burning Bank. Build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
8:35 is the time. I just love it when things just time out perfectly. We have visited with Quality Senior Villages. We have visited with teammates. And now we're going to go to Arcadia and talk about Fall Festival. Dave Burney is there, and it sounds like a lot of guests are filing in to visit about the festivities of the Fall Festival. So let's find out what's going to be going on this weekend as we say good morning to David J. Burney.
Thank you very much. Yes, I would agree that when things time out, it's really perfect, and this is perfect timing because we have a house full of people here that want to talk about all the activities here at the 71st Arcadia Fall Festival. We're at Forged in Faith here in Arcadia in this beautiful building, and some of the beautiful things they do we're going to talk about before we close the show as well. Today is a training day for all of you who are involved here. Tina is with me, and Tina is going to learn ABCs of remote broadcast. Tina, welcome.
Thank you.
All right. She's going to introduce our guests. She's going to ask any questions along the way. She's helped set up the equipment, and so the training is started.
I didn't know I had needed questions, Dave.
Well, they'll pop up as we talk with nice people like
I thought
Sarah.
I was just conversing over there in a circle.
Never. We want to converse on the radio, and we have our first guest. Would you like to introduce our first guest?
This is Sarah, and she's going to talk about the poker run.
Sarah, how are you?
I am well.
Good. This training won't bother anything between us. We'll be fine.
Okay.
All right. So jump right in. First of all, thanks for taking time to stop by here today and visit. I understand you're going to be on the road today.
Yes.
So we appreciate that. So highlight whatever you like.
Okay, so we're doing the Arcadia Poker Run. It is on Saturday. Registration begins at 11 a.m. at Case's Place with clutches out at 12. This year we're going to Dukes in Hazard, the Sandbar in Pleasanton, the R Bar in Ravenna, the Alley Bar in Loop City, and then we'll come back to Case's Place. This year our recipient is the Arcadia Fire Department. We are helping out others who help others. They are raising funds for a new ambulance that should be arriving in October. These men and women answer the call for those in need with no questions asked, no matter the time of day. They leave their families and go answer the call to help others when they may need it the most. Their frontline ambulance is 20 years old, and it was time for an upgrade so that they can continue to serve their community and help those in their time of need. Any and all modes of transportation are welcome. We have added a party bus this year for those who would like to ride with us. The cost is $20 a hand or $30 a couple. Please come out and join us and have a great time celebrating Fall Festival.
So important, these communities of this size that have these volunteers that go train and do all of the things it takes to basically be a professional for free, right?
Yes.
Well, I mean, the donated time for taking care of one another in these situations is outstanding.
Yes, very much so.
All right, so you're going to have some fun with this.
We are going to have some fun. We have been doing this poker run for quite some time. We always have a great time doing it. It's kind of fun. Normally we go north with everything or that way, and we kind of thought this year, let's go south and see what those bars are like. And I know the Dukes in Hazard were their first poker run since they've opened, so they're pretty excited to get some new people in there. So
that's under new management, I think.
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right. As you said, doesn't matter whether they're in a Volkswagen or a chopper or a GTO, right?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Just come have fun with us, and we're excited to see y'all.
Okay.
Can they jump in at any point in time on the poker run?
They can jump in at any point in time on the poker run.
That is a great question, Tina.
I wrote it down.
We should give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. That's a good question, though, because it works better if they can just jump on and participate. So Thank you for that, Tina. I hope it turns out great. It always does. You guys have a great time. And in the spirit of, volunteerism, have a little fun.
That's right. That's right.
Anything else, Sarah?
I don't think so.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, Tina, who do we have next?
Let's call up Carrie.
Carrie, come on over. You bought coffee, but Forge Ministry has it right here for you. Oh, but that's all right. You can leave that. You can leave that here or take it with you, whichever you want to do. So, Tina, what are we going to be talking about here?
All things vendor show.
This is the vendors. Now, this is actually kind of grown here I think this is something that was new a while back, but it's really taken off, hasn't it?
This is our second year, and last year we honestly kind of threw it together last minute, and it went over really well. We got quite a bit of some feedback on things to add. So we've really I've tried to focus on handmade things, homemade goodies. We have a gentleman coming with a self-defense products and demonstration, I think maybe. A lady is coming with a cheesecake bar.
Oh boy.
That's going to be so good. Lots of homemade goodies. We are going to be right next to Case's place, and he is going to be serving up some adult refreshments. I'll just put it that way.
Okay.
That you can then you can shop within where we're going to be set up and have a little refreshment and sit down and have a goodie or a cup of coffee from the New You Coffee Company across the street. And I think I have about 16 vendors.
Gosh.
So hold off the rain until afternoon.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm a little worried about. But everybody so far has been on board.
Well, it won't be so comfortable.
Yes.
That's the nice thing. It won't be scorching, and people can do some shopping and have fun.
Yes.
Just off the top of your head, what are some of the things that people will be able to see? You've got a variety, I think.
Yep. Some handmade things. We have a gal that is very talented with some handmade jewelry. I think more Western turquoisey style. Trucker hat bar. Some specialty teas, Pampered Chef, like I said, some other homemade goodies. I really just think we kind of have a little variety of everything. So make sure that they come check it out. I don't want to spoil everything. You have to come and see it and enjoy. But you'll be able to sit and, like I said, have a goodie or a cup of coffee and just kind of have it really be a relaxing morning, I think.
Okay. And just so we're clear here, this is on Saturday?
Yes, excuse me, Saturday, 9 to noon.
Okay.
We'll be set up on the street like we were last year between the Corner Cafe and Case's Bar. We're also going to have a few vendors in the beer garden where we are going to be able to mingle back and forth with your refreshments. And I just thought it'd be nice to kind of set up back there and just kind of spread it out a little bit. So I do have a few gals that are coming with their trailers. I have a boutique coming. So there'll be some trailers set up on the street and then other people, in the beer garden.
That's fantastic. Only the second year, and it's really going well.
Kind of growing.
Yeah.
16 vendors. That's amazing.
16. That's great. Yeah. And that starts what time again?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock Saturday.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking time to talk to us.
You did well, Tina.
Thank you.
Thank you. She's doing
working and training.
I would give her an A- right now.
Well, I would give her an A+.
A+. Okay.
That trumps. Okay, now let's go ahead and call up Julian.
Julian, come on over. You're out of school with permission.
Yes.
Correct.
Out of school with permission.
That's
correct.
good. So get that microphone nice and close.
Okay.
So we can talk to you about what you're involved in.
Yes, so I am here with New You Coffee Co. We are going to be open every day, including Monday, this Labor Day weekend, from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. So you can stop in anytime, and we have specialty drinks, and we will have grab-and-go breakfast and lunch.
Fantastic. You're going to do it every day?
Yes, every day, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about is it a business? Is it a community group? What?
Yes, so New You Coffee Co. is located in the back of the New You Salon here in town.
Okay.
They just opened last November. We have all sorts of good drinks like coffees, lotus, chai, matcha, just about anything you can create with those items.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have all sorts of food types. We have lots of different varieties of breakfast foods, and then we're going to have like a grab-and-go lunch for every day.
That's perfect.
Yes.
What are some of the things you might find in your grab and go?
So for the grab and go lunch, our options are going to be a chicken and swish sandwich, a brisket sandwich, personal pan pizzas, cream cheese pretzels, and club wraps.
A nice variety.
Yeah, and the kind of food that doesn't slow you down. If you have it, you're still going to be able to take part in all the activities, and
Yes.
you won't need a nap, right?
Correct.
And you have the coffee to pick you up if you're feeling sleepy.
There you go.
Perfect. Now, Tina will probably stop me here because I'm a little bit I'm kind of nosy. So what year of school are you in?
I'm a senior this year.
Whew. Senior in school, and what are you participating in? Speech, sports?
Yes, right now I am participating in volleyball and FFA in one act, and then when the fall sports end, I'll start my spring stuff.
She's busy.
You are busy, Julian. And any idea what you're going to be doing after you graduate? I know you're just getting started this year, but
Yes, I think I want to go into pediatric sonography.
Those are big words,
Those
Dave.
are big. You know what that does to an old DJ? It makes me feel kind of inadequate. Thank you so much, Julian. Anything else you want to recap, or Tina?
I got a question. What is your favorite drink over there? So if people are not familiar with it, what is one of your favorite drinks?
One of my personal favorites is just a simple caramel macchiato. We make those with our creamy caramel sauce and vanilla, and they're really good. And an iced one is very refreshing on a hot weekend.
Ooh.
Wow, you're good, Julian.
That was really good.
Yeah. How about a round of applause for Tina? All right. Thank you so much for stopping by, and that's great. Every day of the festival, and of course, all the time, right?
Yes.
Real quick, what are the hours for people if they happen to be coming through town?
So the hours on a regular day are 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., but over Labor Day weekend, we are going to be open 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. And we also have a driveway on the east side of the building, and on Monday the driveway will be closed for cars, but it will be open for people to walk through the driveway.
Okay. Wow. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay. Great job. Thanks, Julian.
Yes, thank you, guys.
Appreciate it very much. All right, let me check my time here.
I think we got
we're
Roland
good. We're
Sell
good.
coming up next.
Roland Sell. I met that guy a couple of times. Come on in, Roland. You brought some gifts?
Oh, my goodness.
Have a chair and pick up a mic.
Brent doesn't get any of them. Okay?
Well, yeah, we won't share this with Brent, will we, Tina?
No, I think we can eat them in the car.
Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. I wanted to stop and get me some. You're a savior, Roland. Thank you.
You have them.
Yeah, thank you so much. You didn't need to do that, but we'll sure enjoy it.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good to see you, Roland. Always
Good
look
to be
forward to
seen.
coming over. Yes.
Rather than viewed.
Yes. That's exactly right. 71st Annual Fall Festival. We spent quite a bit of time last year because it was the 70th with memories and so forth. I think it's like turning a page and going, well, we're going to go 70 more years.
That's right.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. So what would you like to highlight today?
Well, I have about 3 things that have been assigned to me here. I'll start with a church service on Sunday morning. It's at 10 o'clock, weather permitting, at the ballpark. If it rains, we go to the gymnasium at the school.
Okay.
But it's going to be a beautiful morning. We don't have to worry about that. Special speaker this year is Mr. Tony Ways. He is from Lincoln, and he works with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes in Lincoln on the college campuses of Doane, Concordia, and Nebraska Wesleyan. And he brings quite a resume. He is really a talented speaker and has a heart for Christ. And he's helping lead coaches and athletes in those colleges in spiritual things. And he and his wife were raised in Lincoln. They got married back in 1990. They spent some time in Kansas City and 4 years in Oklahoma, and then wanted to be back in Nebraska with their 4 children, and so they're in Lincoln. And he'll have a very inspirational and challenging message for everybody that comes.
You've always kind of hit home runs with your guests that come in and speak in this particular function, I think, Roland, and you just seem to find the right people, and this is no exception.
Yeah, we've been very, very blessed to be able to have good speakers, and we just pray. It's non-denominational. It's open to anybody and everybody from every denomination. Just a good time to come for an hour and kind of praise and thank God for this weekend and this 71 years that He gives us.
Okay.
And we just hope people come. We do always suggest there's a pancake feed from 8 to 12, so have some pancakes before or after or both, if that's your choice. And it's only a couple of blocks away from the pancake feed.
And this is Sunday, right?
This is Sunday morning.
Sunday morning.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. What are some of your other assignments?
Well, next one is the parade. And that is always a big event in Arcadia, has been ever since the inception of the celebration. And this year's theme, didn't write that one down. I was going to get it off my phone. Left my phone in the car. It's on there.
Maybe I could.
Family game night.
Family game night, yes. So it's a pretty wide open thing for people to bring floats for. We take great pride in our floats. The quality is second to none in the state of Nebraska, we feel. And we just encourage people to put something together and bring it over. And, of course, tractors and horses and cars of all kinds and anything you want to bring through. There's a children's division and a tractor division and the float division. And they're divided up. There's prizes for everybody. It's if you want to be judged, if you have a float or tractor, car, you want to be judged, you need to be in line by 9:30, and that's all in the area of the schoolhouse. There's people there direct you which street to get on to line up for your division, and the parade starts promptly at 10:30, and our color guard that participate in this parade are second to none too. It's just amazing to see how many surrounding communities bring their color guards and auxiliaries and so on. So a great event, and we have seating for everybody, and we encourage you to come and just enjoy Monday morning.
Yep. Well, you've really got it down because there's been so many parades, 70 parades, but you do have the bleachers and the seating and lots and lots of kids. You have a great PA system where people can hear up and down the street. And back to the floats, I always tell people you need to go to Arcadia so you can see a real parade float.
Yeah.
Because they're not last-minute throw-togethers.
No.
There's a lot of work put into these.
Yeah, they don't just throw a couple people and hang a few fringe things around the edge that are crooked and so on. It's quality.
It's well done. Sure is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
What's number 3?
And number 3 is our tractor show that we started a couple of years ago. And tractors will start coming in and parking here just a block east of here on Saturday. They can bring tractors in anytime. It's designed mostly for antiques, and that goes on through Monday afternoon, but the main part of it is on Monday while people are here, of course, but there'll be people around there on Sunday. You can bring your tractor in. You come just for the parade and then park your tractor there. And there is a lunch for the people who bring tractors. We'll be providing meat and table service and so on, and they're asked to bring a side dish of some kind just to go with the brisket and the sandwiches and so on for the exhibitors, and that'll all happen right here just east of this building.
Nearby, yeah. Tina, questions?
I don't. He covered it really well. He's a professional.
Well, Roland's a professional, yes.
Yeah.
Former seed corn guy, you know. He's a pretty good speaker himself, I can tell you that.
Yes, I feel like he did this last year too. He's just
He's failing.
very thorough.
I guarantee you he's failing.
I don't think so. It's always, go ahead.
I want to thank you guys again for all you do to promote our not just the Fall Festival in Arcadia, but you promote our community all year long. I hear you on the radio talking about our community, and we're proud of our town, and we're proud of KCNI, KBBN, and what you do, not just in Arcadia, but for the surrounding area.
Oh, thanks so
you're
much.
reliable, and we really appreciate you.
Yeah, and there was a time, I don't want to go too far back in history, Roland, that that's the last thing they'd say about yours truly, reliable.
Yeah.
It just didn't fit. But I guess as years go by, you become reliable.
Yeah, you've become very reliable, Dave.
Appreciate
very,
that.
Very reliable.
Over the years, just wonderful to become your friend and started out, I guess, business and then love having you come in the studio. Love having you here today. So thanks very much.
You bet. You're welcome.
Thank you for the goodies.
Yes.
You're welcome for them. You have a wonderful day.
All right. I'm bringing Mom on Monday, so
there you
wave
go.
to her.
We'll expect to see you and wave at you.
All right. Thank you, Roland.
All right.
Thank you.
Let me check the time there, Tina. Oh, we're good. We can visit with another guest before news time. Thanks, Roland.
We've got Melanie, and she's going to talk about the pancake feed.
Hi, Melanie. How are you?
Good. Good morning.
It's good to see you. Personal question to start with, Melanie.
I have no control.
How about peanut butter? Do you put peanut butter on your pancakes?
I think you asked me that last year.
That was a topic of
no,
discussion.
peanut butter does not go on pancakes. It goes on French toast.
Or peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Oh, yeah, right?
Yeah.
No.
Lots of butter?
Yes, lots of butter and syrup. But yes, we're going to be serving up a lot of fluffy, hot pancakes and sausage and eggs, some hot coffee and orange drinks. So, yes, we have our pancake feed Sunday morning. It's we're going to serve from 8 to noon, and it's at the community center just north of the gas station. Our spirit dogs host that, so we have a lot of kids come and help serve and prepare, and we got people back on the grill cooking up the sausage and others cooking up the eggs and big old fluffy pancakes. So come hungry.
Sounds really, really good. Always has been. Talk a little bit about the Arcadia Husky Spirit Dogs. What does that group, what is their goal? What do they do?
They started off as the Arcadia Public Schools Booster Club.
Okay.
And then we also had our post-prom committee too, and they just kind of combined over the years. So this is mostly post-prom proceeds. So it's more the high school, junior high school boosters. There is a Spirit Pups, and they do some other stuff with the young ones. So we do help the school with some needs if there is specific things that the school needs help out with too, but also post-prom. So
that's fantastic, and I would imagine this pancake feed is a pretty good fundraiser for you.
It is. This is our one big fundraiser for us. We've had great showing. We've been serving 300 to 400 people almost every year, so it's been great. So like Roland said, you can come get some pancakes before you go to the church service. Come afterwards. 8 to noon. And
not just pancakes.
Pancakes, sausage, and eggs. Yes, it's delicious.
I mean, that just completes the breakfast.
That's right. That's what it's all about right there, yeah.
Yes.
Because I don't know, pancakes you have to be careful with, because you can kind of overload on pancakes. I mean, they fill you up.
Yes, they do. They do. We have all you can eat, so you can go back and eat as much as you want. But I do want to thank, I don't have a specific list of everybody that helps donate, but businesses and some individuals have donated boxes of sausage, dozens of eggs and milk to be able to make those pancakes all nice and fluffy. We've had lots of donations come in, and that really just helps us out further, so we appreciate it.
Okay. And I see by your shirt that you're with the bank, correct?
Yes.
Talk about that just a little bit. How long have you been at the bank?
I've only been at the bank just a few years, but we instead of doing one of those lovely floats down the parade, we are providing some bottled water down Main Street. So sometimes the parade's been nice and hot, and boy, those bottles of water sure helps out. So if you see some of those yellow tubs up and down Main Street during the parade, help yourself.
Okay, Melanie, thanks so much.
Awesome.
I'm sorry I asked you the same question as I asked you the year before. I'm getting older,
So
too.
do you put syrup on your pancakes too, or just peanut butter?
When I was a kid, I went with peanut butter, but as an adult, I've outgrown that. I don't really like the peanut butter on the pancakes, but I did when I was a kid.
Oh.
But definitely, if you get two stacked on one another, you want to have plenty of butter in between.
Yes.
And then also butter on top.
Yes, that would be good
and
too.
Plenty of syrup.
My son likes to put Nutella on it too, so you have to try that sometime.
Well, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
I just am a plain pancake. Not plain. I just want butter and syrup. No fancy stuff.
Okay. Do you like pancakes with fruit in them? Like
No.
berries and all that.
No.
Blueberry pancakes?
Yeah.
Those are good.
But you won't have those on.
No, sorry. To feed the masses, we have to stay a little more generic.
Yeah, I would think. Well, thanks so much.
You
Good
bet.
to see you again.
Thanks for coming over.
Well, appreciate your time.
Thanks.
Thank you,
bet.
Melanie.
All right, we're going to take a news break. It's just past 9 o'clock. And when we come back, we have more guests we're going to be talking to, and also want to thank our sponsors that are making this broadcast possible. So we'll send it back to you, Brent, for the time being, and come back in just a bit.
All right, Dave, thank you very much. We will take a news break. The time is 9:02. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. President Trump has just revoked former Vice President Harris' Secret Service detail. CBS's Michael Wallace.
The former vice president's detail will leave her Monday. The cancellation comes as Harris is about to start a nationwide tour promoting her new book about her presidential campaign.
This morning, the president asked a judge to deny a request by Federal Reserve Board Governor Lisa Cook to issue an order barring him from firing her. The head of the National Immunization Center, Dimitri Daskalakis, is among 4 top CDC officials who quit to protest the ouster of Director Susan Menares.
Something is wrong when politics rules science, and we're not able to have the best science, true gold standard, make sure that we're doing the right thing for the people that we serve.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have made their first public appearance since getting engaged at a college football game in Kansas City.
Congrats to the newly engaged couple. It's a love story, baby. Just say yes.
I love it. Yes.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Progressive's Teen Driver discount could lower the cost of insurance for your teenager and save you some money. And then you can still spend money on them. Because just when you think you have a grasp on spending, new sneakers. And then it's money for a school field trip. And of course, spending money. Oh yeah, and a new phone to replace the one they dropped in the toilet. Oh, don't remind me. So just get Progressive's Teen Driver discount. And then you can continue to spend money on them endlessly. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states and subject to terms and conditions.
Introducing the new Dell AI PC powered by the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps do your busy work for you, so you can fast forward through editing images, designing presentations, generating code, debugging code, summarizing meeting notes, finding files, making a schedule, and responding to Jim's long emails. Leaving all the time in the world for the things you actually want to do. No offense, Jim. Get a new Dell AI PC at dell.com/AI-PC. How those ahead stay ahead.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monty Bolaños.
The Cowboys have traded their star pass rusher Micah Parsons to the Packers for 2 first-round draft picks and 3-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle Kenny Clark. Here is Cowboys owner Jerry Jones.
This gives us a better chance to be a better team than we have been the last several years since Micah's been here. Not any negative on Micah, but we're trying to get better. We're trying to stop the run and stay in the hunt.
Parsons has already agreed to a 4-year, $188 million extension, making him the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. In college football, South Florida crushed number 25 Boise State 34-7. In baseball, Kyle Schwarber hit 4 home runs, had 9 RBI, and the Phillies crushed the Braves 19-4. Yankees beat the White Sox 10-4. Marlins outscored the Mets 7-4.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Slight chance for storms with fog and spots early today. Otherwise, cloudy skies. High temperatures reach up to 77. Southerly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Storms likely tonight. Lows level off around 60. Cloudy. Cloudy skies expected tomorrow. Storms likely. Highs level off around 74. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Lines Appliance in Broken Bow prides themselves on being a local connection to the very latest in appliance technology. They also have some of the best grills on the market and the best looking TVs too. Visit Lines Appliance in Broken Bow.
9:06 is the time. Currently at our studio, 66 and cloudy. Winds out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Barometer 30.12 and the humidity 96%. Well, just a little bit of precipitation overnight and early this morning. Measured 1/100th of an inch at 7 o'clock this morning. So that'll bring our precip total for the month of August to 1 inch and 1/100th. High yesterday in Broken Bow hit 74 with the low dropping to 63. Sunset for this evening is 8:15. All right, before we go back to Arcadia, I failed earlier in the show. When we go somewhere for a live remote, the guy here in the studio usually reads the sponsors who are sponsoring our remote broadcast on the radio, and I just simply forgot to do it. I was so concerned on just getting to Arcadia, I forgot to take care of this very important thing. So we're going to do that before we send it back to Dave for segment 2 of the Arcadia Fall Festival remote. We want to say thanks to these businesses who are sponsoring it this morning, and they include Trotter Incorporated. They hope to see you in Arcadia this weekend. Ranch Rodeo Saturday at 1, Derby Sunday at 2, and the parade Monday at 10:30. Johnson Hunt and Fish of Loop City. Alvin's got you set for hunting and fishing season. Open 7 days a week off Highway 92. First Nebraska Bank and Insurance Group sponsoring our broadcast this morning. From great rates to loans and insurance, they're here for you. Stop by and enjoy the weekend in Arcadia. Sons of the American Legion, it's Demolition Derby time. Join the action Sunday at 2 in Arcadia. Grease Automotive, your spot for vehicle repairs and Grasshopper mowers. Don't miss the Antique Tractor Show and Monday Parade. Case's Place Bar and Grill. Kitchen open all weekend. Saturday kicks off with a Bloody Mary bar and Autumn Splendor showcase at 9, plus Loose Cannon's street dance that night. Sunday street days with BJ Jameson and open Monday for the parade. So a lot going on there. Also, Hurlburt Crop Insurance sponsoring our broadcast this morning, covering crop health and equine insurance. Catch them in town this weekend in the Autumn Splendor Showcase Saturday at Case's Place. Boston Livestock, Ranch Rodeo Saturday, barbecue cook-off to follow, then Sunday's big demolition derby. Don't miss it. Also, Forged in Faith Oak Ministries and Glow Counseling. Enjoy the weekend in Arcadia and join them Sunday at 9 a.m. for their service. Greenland Well Service wishing you a fun-filled weekend of family activities Saturday through Monday in Arcadia. And Lim Equipment. Call Lance for truck repair and case equipment. Hope to see you in Arcadia. A wonderful list of businesses who are sponsoring our special remote broadcast in Arcadia today as we promote the annual Fall Festival. And to find out more, we once again say good morning to Dave Burney.
Thank you very much. You bet. We're ready to go here. More information to pass along. I'll turn it over to my co-host, Tina Hurt.
Hi, I've got Sam here, and he's going to talk about the Ranch Rodeo, Ranch Bronx, and the Baked Potato Bar.
Yep. Hi, Sam
Hi,
Holcomb. I am here to talk about the Ranch Rodeo we have Saturday. I kind of run. I got nominated to run it, and without we get lots of help to do this. And without my wife Lisa, she's kind of my bookkeeper and keeps things straight for me. I wouldn't be able to. She says she's not doing it. I'm not doing it because she does a good job for me. But we have the Ranch Rodeo. It's going to be Saturday, 1 o'clock start time on the rodeo. Ranch Rodeo. It's 4-man teams. We have 20 teams. I actually filled up this year. I've had a lot of interest this year. I don't know, which has been great. So we do have 20 teams, so we are filled up. 4-person teams, and we're going to do, there'll be like 3 events, and they'll have to sort of steer and head and heel them and take the ropes off. We call that the pasture doctrine. And then we put a post out in the arena with a tree branch and a yoken, we call it, and they'll have to rope a steer and tie the steer to that. And then the last event, we put 2 steers out in the arena, and then they have to trailer load one, and then they have to mug it, and then tie 3 feet. So them are the events for the ranch rodeo. And years ago, someone come up with the idea of let's put a few trees in the arena to make it interesting. So we still do that, and sometimes every year we say we're not going to put as many, but once we get to going, we have a hard time stopping with the trees. But it makes for good watching, and you can see a lot of the good top cowboys and their horses and how they can work, and so it's a good ranch rodeo. Supposed to be nice and cool, so be enjoyable. There's a concession stand there, free admission, so just come, bring a chair, sit around the arena. We got bleachers, so there's plenty of seating, and makes for a fun day.
Sam, is there an admission for this?
Nope, free. Yep, you can come in and watch. Yep, free admission. So
I think one of the first times we met, you were introducing the trees in the arena, and I thought, wow, I hadn't ever heard that before, and I don't think there's still that many places that do that.
Nope, I've seen a few that have, but a lot of people don't. So it's fun. Yeah. And we used to go and put them on Friday night, and Scott Sell was kind of started this deal, and the trees were wilted by morning, and he said, we can't do that, they look bad. So we had to start doing it the morning of. So the trees looked a little more perky. So
there's a lot that goes into it, Tina. No doubt. So no charge for it. There's concessions. Just come in, sit down, find your place to sit.
Bring a chair. Some people bring tents and put around the arena, and like I said, and then to have good watch, and like I said, to see a lot of nice horses, a lot of good cowboys, and I mean, they come to town, they do it for a living, a lot of them, and they're good at it. So
what is the goal for them? Their trophies, prize money?
We give away prize money for first, second, third, and we pay out 4 places, and then the top team, we give away breast collars for their horses, and then we actually do pick a top hand and horse, and we let the teams vote on that kind of. And so then we do give away a top hand and top horse breast collar too. So,
all right, folks, that's something to see if you haven't, and of course something to come back to if you have. So,
and at 12:30 Calcutta before the rodeo. So we Calcutta off every team, and so that'd be 12:30 Calcutta, and we're probably going to try to get going on time this year because we got a lot of teams to get through. So
full up,
and then following the ranch rodeo, right about approximately 4:30 or so, we'll guess, we have a ranch bronc riding. So we actually have 12 riders this year entered up but they're going to buck some horses, and they bring their saddle. So probably some guys that are in the ranch rodeo might be riding even, and they throw their saddle on, and we buck the horses out of the chutes there. So
that's just an added bonus thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's good. And we got, like I said, 12 riders this year, and that Gypsy Joe Bronx is they're like out of Arthur, they're bringing the horses to buck. So it'll be
good stock.
Yeah, it'll be good stock.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like fun. All right. You're not done yet, though. You've got more.
No, and then I'm here to talk about the FFA alumni and supporters baked potato bar on Monday after the parade. It'll be at the community center following the parade, which is 2 blocks north of Trotter's gas station. Mm-hmm. It'll be serve until 2 o'clock, so after the parade till about 2 p.m. It'll be $10 for adults, and then $5 for 12 and under to get in to eat baked potato. And the FFA kids at the school, there's an ice cream dessert included with the meal, and they'll be serving dessert with the meal. So, and then that we have to-go containers too. If you can't in a hurry to get home or something, swing in and we can throw something at to-go container. And but I know they're gonna have pulled pork and taco meat for the meat toppings, and they'll have, I know on other years they get sauteed mushrooms, and like onions, and I mean, there's pretty good selection of what to put on your baked potato bar, so
And
you shouldn't leave hungry.
Kind of build it yourself,
Kind of come through and tell us what you want on it, and
okay.
So
I think Tina, that Joan and Mom and I are going to be doing that.
I think they would love the baked potato bar.
Yeah, and it's just kind of our big fundraiser too, the FFA alumni, and we use that money for scholarships and helping kids with going to activities and stuff, and we're just kind of support the FFA program is what our goal is. So
great goal.
Yep.
Any questions, Tina?
No, I think it sounds like a really fun time on Saturday.
It does. Lots of things to see and do and eat.
Yeah.
So, Sam, thanks a lot. Appreciate your time. And
thank you for coming.
You
So
bet.
good to see you.
You too. You too. All right. We have a few more guests left here, and we are going to be talking about several different things again here, Tina.
This is Bobby Hurlbert, and he's going to talk about the Derby and anything else that wasn't covered.
Okay. He's gonna kind of give the final overview for us, and I think we want to talk with Steve yet before we close as well. Bobby, how you doing?
Great.
Good. It's good to see you.
Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming.
You bet. There's a lot of things about the Arcadia Fall Festival. It just seems like, anyway, I guess maybe because it's been going 70 years, 71 now this year, a part of that. But almost everything that we've talked about here today is a function that goes to help something in the community, which is really, really cool to see. I mean, we were just talking about 3 different things that are, going to benefit the community. So you've made the most out of this.
Yeah, we sure have. It's, it's always a lot of work and a little stress going into it, because you're just always worried about how things are going to go. We got the weather maybe going to cause a little problems this year, but we'll sure get through it. We got a lot of options and ideas for things if the weather does come out and go. But yeah, this is Arcadia's 71st Fall Festival. I'm here because I'm the commander of the Sons, and the Sons of the American Legion Post 251 sponsor this weekend and help put it on. It's not just us. So like Sam said, we got a lot of volunteers that do lots of things. We got excellent sponsors out there that do a good job of giving us money or food or something along the way just to help us out to cut the expenses on things, because just doing a big festival, 3-day deal like this, the insurance and all the other things are just kind of crazy in this world. But we sure want to make it a go, and it gives our community a chance to show Arcadia off and kind of the neat things that we do. That we got some nice parks, we got some RV spots, we just there's a lot of neat things in this small town.
There really are a number of things, and I think about the Kids Water Park, which came about a few years ago, and the actual where a lot of the events are held, clean and well kept. The community looks great, and it is a good way once a year to maybe just spruce up a little bit and show everybody what you have here.
Yes, sir, sure is.
Yeah. So, and one of the things that Arcadia's been famous for is, of course, the parade. We talked about that and all the other activities, but the demo derby has been famous for many years as well.
Yeah, that's kind of, our big thing. Besides the parade, the derby is one of the biggest things. It draws a lot of crowd in here. It is a lot of fun. It's kind of nice that we're towards the tail end of the derby season, because a lot of times we get some cars that have already been in derbies. They're not sure they're going to win, but they want to come and crash the car and, end it for the year. So they come in with one thing on their mind, and that's go out and have fun and hit as hard as they can. So that's always neat to see. And, with that, we've kind of promoted that too. So each race that we do up at the Derby, we pay a Mad Dog prize, who we think the driver that goes out and drives the best and hits the hardest and does that gets a cash prize, even if they don't place, to get some money from doing that. So that's kind of a nice incentive for them to go out and get after it. And, and when the cars are hitting and the track's good, the crowd really gets into it, and that's what makes it really entertaining.
Yeah, really fun. And I got to imagine, since this is the tail end of the year, there's some cars coming in on trailers that don't actually look like they could even run, but they build them so differently anymore from the old demo derby days.
Yes.
They can take a lot and still go out there and do some damage.
Yep. Yeah, so the derby will be at 2 o'clock on Sunday. You can start checking in anytime that morning. At 11:30, I believe, is when they'll start running the cars over the ramp, checking them just to make sure that people built them the right way, didn't cheat here or there, if they got to fix some things before we get going. We have 3 classes of cars. We have the 90s and newer, we have the bone stock, and we have the limited weld. Not sure what all goes into that, but Chris Piter he kind of judges it and kind of tells these people, but it's kind of the same rules that most of the others do at the other derby. So if they need questions or there, they can talk to Chris or look on the website and find it. We are going to add something new to it this year just to get I shouldn't say prolong it, but add some more to the derby. The first race of the day, any of the 90s and newer cars that come can sign up to be in a figure 8 race. So we're going to put posts out there with some tires around them, and any of those 90s and newer that want to enter up, and they'll get in there, and we'll have nice little races before the derby gets started. And then after they're done with the figure 8, they can still run in the 90s and newer and crash and burn and have a lot of fun there. So that should be fun.
Oh, you're not going to believe this, Bobby, but we were just talking on the way over. Tina has her own figure 8 track on her place. You better bring that rig over here.
Well, it's a go-kart.
No. We'd still let you race. It may not be too fun for you in the end, but we'd let you race.
You could do it like a demo.
I could go out there and show them, here's how you ride it.
Well, you don't see figure 8 racing very often in actually the state of Nebraska, so that's another cool addition.
Yeah, and that's just something, because we always get a good crowd and we want to make it worth their while coming over, so just more entertainment stuff for them to see. And we used to do that a while ago because the derby kind of got away from it. We weren't getting a lot of cars, so we added that, and we even did the big cars, did a figure 8 race, and that might be something in the future we think about, but for right now, just the 90s and newer. Right. And then we're also going to have, in between one of the heats, we're going to have the Power Wheels, like the little cars that the kids can drive. I believe it's going to be 10 and under, and how many of them we do, or if we do any, will depend on how many kids want to enter up. But that'll just be something between heats. We'll put them out on the track and let them kind of crash each other up a little bit, just to kind of give the cars and drivers a little chance to get their stuff ready to go again. And more entertainment for the crowd. And so, if your kid wants to, we'll be around that day to get them signed up, to get them in that. So.
And they bring their own Power Wheels?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, please do.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like fun to watch, doesn't it?
Maybe I could enter that one.
You bring your cart to that.
And what's really good is if you don't have a Power Wheels car and your kid still wants to, a lot of the people that do bring them are okay with you letting your kid drive their car. Most of them are really good about that and help out. So don't be afraid if you don't have a car that you can't do the little kids' Power Wheels. So
it could still happen.
Yep.
I know you want to cover some more things, but before we move off the demolition derby at the ballpark, we want to remind you that it is the Sons of the American Legion and a bit of a fundraiser for you guys. And you have a very strong group here in Arcadia, don't you?
Yes, we got great support. Like a lot of these things that go on, we got different people that kind of do the different events, and everybody pitches in. We have work night, get weed whacking done and all the other good stuff. And the city really helps us out quite a bit, mowing and making things look sharp that way. And it's just a great effort, and then some of the things we do with the money we make, we provide scholarships for our seniors graduating every year. We give out 2 $500 scholarships there, and then we give 2 $500 scholarships out to kids from other communities. The only requirement of that is that they belong to a Sons of the American Legion or a Legion Auxiliary from their community or our community to get that out of town scholarship. And then, we help support our youth programs around, donate here and there for equipment, uniforms, different things like that, help out with any other things, like the boosters put on a 4th of July celebration, do some fireworks. We donate some money there. So we try and give back to the community as much as they give to us.
That's the theme, no doubt about it. All right, now, what else did you want to cover here that we haven't talked about today, Bobby?
Okay, just some of the other events we got going on that people weren't able to make it here to do. Saturday morning is a fun-packed morning, and it's got something going on for ages all over. Saturday morning, first thing, it'll start off at 8 a.m. There's a sand volleyball tournament down to Arcadia Park. And then a little later on that day in the same place, there'll be a cornhole tournament going on there. So if you want to throw bags, come on down. They'll have plenty of boards and that for you. At 9 o'clock on Saturday morning, they're having a pinochle tournament at the community center. So if you like playing cards, come on down to that and enjoy that. And then later on towards the evening, where the Suns are putting on a barbecue cook-off. And that, right now we have 6 cookers. So if there's anyone out there that still would like to cook, come on over. You let us know. I mean, you don't have to call Tim or me. You can just show up that morning. We've got enough meat. We'll let you cook. Like I said, we've got ideas for weather permitting. If it rains, we got places we can go. So don't be afraid to come out and do that. The actual cook-off, the serving of the cook-off will be at 6 p.m. that night. And so with the price of meat and everything, we bumped the price up from $10 to $15 this year per plate. But you get a plate, and it's all you can eat for that $15. And you can kind of try everybody's, and then they ask you to vote, kind of try and keep everybody's things separate on your plate, and they have you vote for the people's choice once it's finished. But, yeah, Tim does a good job with that, so hopefully we have a good turnout for that. Last year we served over 200 people, so that was really awesome.
Back to you talking about the cost in the last year or two, we've all noticed when we buy our groceries and we go to restaurants that's just the way it is now. You can't run this if you don't get a little bit more money. So just load up your plates and enjoy, right?
Yeah, very true.
Okay, what else?
I have a quick question.
Yes, I'm sorry.
So on the sand volleyball and the cornhole tournament, it says like the cornhole pre-registration. Do they have to pre-register?
Not. What that is a pre-registration. You can do it before if you want contact a name on there, but they will still take you that morning.
Okay.
If you're going to play that morning, they'd like you to come a little earlier to pre-register so they can get a bracket drawn up and get times for people to get going. And that's all in the same place. It'll be right there. So if you want to play sand volleyball and play cornhole, you can do both. It's a lot of fun. Sounds like the weather's supposed to be nice. So you won't be baking in the sun. So that'll be really good. Just some of the other things we got going on Sunday after the worship and after the pancake feed at 1 p.m. up at the ball field, the old baseball field, they're having kids games and races. So it's free admission. You can bring your kid down there, even adults. They've got races for all kind, sprint races, 2-legged, 3-legged, sack race, penny shower for the little ones just to come up and enjoy and let your kid have a little fun, burn a little energy before the derby gets started. That's about all for the events. A couple other things I want to talk about. With Casey's Place, the new bar in town, and the Suns themselves, we're putting on 2 street dances this year. So on Saturday night, we have street dance from 8 to midnight, and Loose Cannons will be playing. Entry fee will be charged to get in, but then, come in, dance away, have some beverages, enjoy the night. And then on Sunday night, we have BJ Jameson coming in, and BJ's playing from 9 to midnight. And same thing, it'll be on the street there. We'll have it paneled off, and so there'll be plenty of room to get out and shake a leg, have a lot of fun. And I know Casey will be open through the whole weekend. He's going to be open even on Monday. So if you need something then, you sure can come in and get it. And then last thing, just before I go, is reminder to vote for the Queen candidates. On Saturday, it'll be available all day. You can vote for the Queen. It'll be by the New Village Market. And while you're there, you can buy some auxiliary quilt tickets.
Okay.
The auxiliary, that's one of their main fundraisers for the year. The quilt is all donated and made, and then they sell tickets to raffle that off. So that's nice. And there's other raffles going on. I know the American Legion they're raffling off a cooler. So if you see that, you can get after that. And I actually think some beef they're actually raffling off this year too. So they've got some nice things that are going on there. And then you can vote for the Queen on Sunday, and that'll be, where did I see that?
I was looking for that too.
I think it's at the community building in conjunction with the pancake feed. That's what that one is.
Okay, all right.
Yep, and then the crowning of the Queen, Miss Fall Festival, will be right after the parade on Monday. I believe we have 2 candidates this year, so get out and vote and support them. And and that, just come to our community, pick out a time. If you can make it all 3 days, that'd be great. I know you can't because it's got things going on, but you bet it's sure a fun weekend, and we enjoy having all the people that come in.
Where can they find the information for it? Where can they go if?
I know they created a Facebook page, but I'm not quite sure what it would be to get to that. We, in conjunction with the Valley County Economic Development, they created a Facebook page for us. And then we did get some help from the Valley County Foundation Fund to help with our advertising and the kids stuff that go on. So we appreciate their support. And then, just all the businesses and local people that donated money to the Suns to, do our ranch rodeo, to do our bronc riding, to do the derby. Those things cost quite a bit of money. And we don't want to cut this out. As I was just telling Steve earlier, I don't know how we can keep fitting more stuff into this weekend, but we sure find spots. And, we never want to tell anyone no. If we can get it fit in, we sure want to make this an enjoyable weekend.
Well, good example would be the vendors that are coming in.
Yes.
The second or third year of doing that. So,
yep.
Yeah. Did you find it on Facebook?
I did not. I just found something under Ord, Nebraska, but I know if you go to Case's place on Facebook, I believe he's got information there. So.
Very good. Very good.
Yep.
All right, Bobby. Thanks so much for covering everything for us.
Thank you.
Making our job pretty easy.
Yes, well.
Appreciate it.
I'm trying to do what we can. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
All right, we're going to get Steve over here, and we're going to talk about lots of different things, but of course we are broadcasting from Forged in the Faith Oak Ministries and Glow Counseling right here in the building we're in. Beautiful structure that has been built in recent years here in Arcadia. And Steve has some things he wants to tell us about to conclude the show. And I like your painting, Steve. You're still painting. Good job on that.
Well, thank you. Yes, I still dabble with the paintbrushes. So.
You do. They look great. So thanks for hosting us here today. We appreciate that very much. This is a great place to broadcast from. And the people here, as you know, are more than willing to come in and promote all the activities that take place here the next few days, but I think probably year-round.
Yeah, we're really blessed in this community. We're blessed by you guys coming over here and covering this weekend and putting it on the air. As you can tell, there's so many different organizations that step forward and want to give back to, watching this community grow and prosper. And they're thinking about the generations to come, the kids. That's really a focus a lot for this community is raising up the children.
Yeah, well, we had a student that was here earlier that's a good example of what kids can be when they're in a great environment, don't you think?
Yeah, she had quite a voice for radio, didn't she?
Really? Yeah,
she was very good. Yeah. I thought she should have taken my job, and I could have stood back there.
She's going places.
Yeah, she's very, very wonderful young lady, but that's a good example. But, yeah, if you don't think down the road to the future, it just stops. And you guys are forward-thinking, and you can just feel that here. So,
yes, yeah, and that's what I say. We're really blessed, and been blessed that a lot of the kids will graduate and go on, but yet they'll come back and give back to the community.
Yeah, that's what we need. So, what else would you like to talk about today? I want to talk a little bit about what we are broadcasting from here and the things that are going on here.
Yeah, we've been blessed with this building for one, but also just to step into the call of ministry and what that looks like. And sometimes it changes from time to time. We've noticed, we had our founder, Jody Selgrove, was given a vision of helping others, and we're sitting inside of what you see is a store, and we call it Five Home Store, Forged in Faith Oak Ministries store, and it's a way that we can bless others. Every item in here is $1, big or small, it doesn't matter. If there's families or individuals out there that can't afford $1, we will bless you with what you need. So, we've moved through probably 3 or 4 or 5 couches, beds, dressers, we have clothing, and we're talking name brand clothing. I won't go into the brands, but these are high dollar clothes, boutique clothes, you name it. And we started out just the members of our board donating to do this, and we thought, well, we'll be lucky to have a table full of donations, and we had 4 or 5 tables, and then we started opening it up. Well, in about 2 weeks after doing it, we opened up, and we just found out we had every table that we had here was set up full. So then we moved to clothing racks. We've had clothing racks donated. We've built some, and it fills up.
It does.
And
we were when we pulled up, our car looks right through the window here, and we go, well, it looks different inside. And we realized that you had clothes in here on racks, and Tina knows a lot more about clothes than I do, but this looks like some very, very nice clothing that's up for sale for $1, right?
Yeah, and a lot of it, as it comes in, we've had a lot of things that are brand new still with the tags on it, and so that it's just been such a blessing.
Yeah.
So is it just for those that are in like the emergency need, or is it just anybody can come during certain hours and shop? And
it's for anyone.
Okay, and if they want to donate, they can do that too?
And they can donate, yes, during our normal times. They can call our phone number to set up a time to donate, to drop off. And the reason, you ask if it's for anyone, yes, because 100% of what comes in that is sold then will go back out to needy families we start out with our local area, the community, and then branch out from there.
Yeah.
Helping. We've provided meals for people. We've been able to pay bills. So 100% of what comes in that's for the store goes back out to help needy people within the area.
So it's just kind of been a grassroots growth, hasn't it? It just kind of sprung up, and here we are with clothing for sale for $1 and money going to help other people.
Yes, just, we say that we move by what the Holy Spirit and God calls us to do. And that's absolutely how we move, how we help others. We pray about what we're going to do before we do it. And we never just rush in to things. You've known that from covering our different events.
Sure.
We'll spend months praying before we say we even commit to doing something. And then we'll spend months preparing before, then moving into an event. So.
Yeah. And you mentioned Jody, of course, and she was here earlier. She's disappeared here, but we've always enjoyed talking to her about different seminars and different programs that she introduces. A lot of times it was centered around women, I think, when she first started. It sounds like maybe you guys are up for about anything, but you have different programs that benefit people as well, right?
Yes, yeah, we do different things for children, for men, women. It doesn't matter your need. Right now, she may be with clients for GLOW leadership and counseling, and I don't know. She stepped out. She had an appointment, so that's probably what she's doing. She stays busy with that, besides leading this ministry and making sure it's running efficiently and how to help others. So that's the one area she's been able to give back is to help with counseling and consulting. So
she's quite a lady. Tina, you have any questions or comments?
I don't. I just think that it's great. You guys are bringing them in, and you're getting help to others, and you have the resources here and the direction of where people are looking for. So I think it's great. Where can they find your hours?
Our hours for the Five Homes store are the third Saturday of each month, 9 to noon, every Tuesday, 9 to noon, and then the first Wednesday of the month, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m.
So if they want to find that, is that on Facebook somewhere?
Yes, you can follow us on Forged in Faith Oak Ministries page, and we put out posts on there, our flyer, our phone numbers on there, and then you'll find ways that, you can give or however you would like to be a part of this. And it does take all walks to be able to help provide. We've had people come in and volunteer, sort things, and do stuff like that. And I will say we do rotate, and we are in contacts with Crossroads Missions. So whatever sits here for a while, we'll rotate out, and in Crossroads Missions, then we'll take that and put it in one of their stores where the needs. So
okay,
fantastic.
That's a great system. That way you rotate it, and somebody else might need something somewhere else, right? Also, use that website and those phone numbers to ask any questions about donating particular items. I'm sure you kind of have to filter. Somebody wants to bring in a whole household of things. You need to talk about that, right?
Yeah. If you have, and we have had whole households and garage sales when they're done bring in, and we do have an area that when you set up an appointment that we can put it in and into the personal side of our storage, and then we go through it as we have volunteers help sort through and go through all of that stuff.
All right. Steve, is there anything else that you wanted to talk about before we close the show?
I would just like to real quick pray over the weekend, protection and everything, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
So, Heavenly Father, we thank you first and foremost for all the blessings, for the blessing of celebration and what this week means for Arcadia. Lord, I pray for protection for each individual that steps foot in Arcadia. And I thank you for the provision that you have provided for each committee, each organization, as they move forward with their events this weekend. Lord, I thank you for the radio station and coming over and giving the time of themselves to cover this. May all be blessed throughout this weekend as we continue to praise your name. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Steve. We have this happen a lot because we do annual, we get to come to Arcadia and do this once a year, and we do ball games and different things, of course. But when we walk in here to this building and I saw you over there, I thought, gosh, I think we were just here last week, right?
Yeah, it seems like yesterday. Yeah.
It flies by, but it's really good to see you again, and hopefully we'll be back next year. And I'm with you. I hope this 71st celebration is as good as the ones in the past, and everybody gets to and from safe and sound. So.
Yes, absolutely. So
thank you, Steve.
You guys have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Thank you. You too.
All right, real quick, we're going to thank Trotters Incorporated, Johnson Hunt and Fish of Loop City, First Nebraska Bank and Insurance Group, Sons of the American Legion, Grease Automotive, Casey's Place Bar and Grill,
I do believe it's Cases.
Place. I wanted to get that right. Herbert Crop Insurance, Boston Livestock, Forged in Faith Oak Ministries, and Glow Counseling, Greenland Well Service, and Leam Equipment. Thank you very much. We wouldn't be here without those guys helping us pay the bills. So we appreciate it. We'll send it back to you, Brent.
All right, Dave. Thank you very much. Tina, thank you as well. Great job co-hosting today. Always love visiting with our friends in Arcadia. Long-time celebration, the 71st Fall Festival happening this weekend in Arcadia, and we trust that you'll be able to take in some of the festivities over the Labor Day holiday weekend. All right, we're going to take a commercial time out. We still have a few things to wrap up here on The Breakfast Show, so stay tuned. We're back after these words.
The music to get your day started right.
I listen every morning.
The Breakfast Show on KCNI, KBBN.
At Team Physical Therapy, we offer extended hours 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and walk-ins are always welcome because we feel convenience couldn't be more important when it comes to your health. Even further, we can visit you in-home for physical therapy if you can't make it to our office. From pre- and post-pregnancy pain to dry needling and everything in between, call Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111 or visit us at myteampt.com. It's your choice. Choose right. Choose Team Physical Therapy.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
If the truth is missing the big game while you're out of town, don't worry. Sand Hills Express has you covered. From live sports and the county fair to the Get Up and Go breakfast show. We stream it all on YouTube and Facebook.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Unless you follow and subscribe to Sand Hills Express on Facebook and YouTube.
When it comes to your health, you deserve compassionate, expert care close to home. Hi, I'm Cassie Hilbers, the Chief Ancillary Officer at Gothenburg Health. Here, we treat the whole person, body, mind, and spirit. From everyday checkups to specialized services, our expert providers and modern medical technology are here for you and your family. I'm proud to be part of a team that's here for our neighbors, our friends, and our families, because your health matters, and so do you. Gothenburg Health, well ahead.
In the waning moments of the growing season, it's time to start thinking about soil health, as well as fall and winter grazing options. Aero Aviation of Broken Bow can fly on cover crop mixes into your standing crops right now. Then you have seeds sprouted before harvesting the main crop, giving the mix a longer growing season. Call Aero Aviation for more at 872-5113.
Napa know-how.
No matter what you drive, you need to depend on it, and that all depends on good maintenance. Good thing WinQuest Napa Filter Sale is September 2nd through the 13th. Stop in and stock up on quality Napa filters and take care of the ride that takes care of you. Whether you drive a combine or a car, a semi or a pickup, with nearly 6,000 filter numbers, we've got you covered. Grab your list and come to WinQuest Napa Filter Sale September 2nd through the 13th. WinQuest Incorporated, proudly serving you since 1925. East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
All right, a couple of things to touch on before we wrap up the show here on this Friday morning. First off, the Quilting Shack in Broken Bow. It's kind of with sadness that the Quilting Shack announces that they will be closing their doors, and their last day will be tomorrow on Saturday, August the 30th. Been a great store for the area, and we thank them for their many years of business and service to the area. Now, today and tomorrow, you can shop the store and receive 50% off store-wide. Now, some exclusions will apply. This would not include any machines for sale. They will be open today from 11 until 5, and then the final day will be tomorrow from 11 until 3. There are still many bolts of fabrics, craft supplies, etc. to stock up on. It's also a great time to prepare for those winter projects you may want to start on and do. Stop in and receive 50% off store-wide through tomorrow. It's the Quilting Shack just off East Highway 2, Broken Bow. The official address is 518 East South E in Broken Bow. Well, over the weekend, holiday weekend, you may be thinking, you know what, I don't want to cook. Well, we've got the solution. The solution is always the Tumbleweed Cafe. Yes, indeed. They serve daily lunch specials, of course, Monday through Friday. And then, of course, they have that delicious Sunday buffet as well. Also, don't forget about their Wake and Bake Nook, which is open every Monday through Friday until 6 p.m. Of course, they're open for dine-in from 6 to 4 p.m. daily, and then their Wake and Bake Nook is open until 6. That's when you can swing by and pick up a pre-made casserole to throw in the oven and have a delicious supper. Also, each Monday through Friday from 6 to 11 a.m., you'll find delicious breakfast items, including burritos, sandwiches, cinnamon rolls, biscuits, and gravy, and more. So visit their Wake and Bake Nook for a nice selection of casseroles to take home and pop in the oven, a great solution to those busy nights. And speaking of the Tumbleweed, don't forget about Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill on the west side of the Tumbleweed. Open 7 days a week from 5 until 10 in the evening. But Carmen always says the grill's going to stay on until she walks out the door. Nightly food specials, delicious sports bar food like cheese cigars, wings, Clubhouse flatbreads, burgers, Cracker Jack fries basket, and drinks await you The Tumbleweeds Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill, open 7 days a week. And, of course, as we go through the holiday weekend, you may be having some friends come over. I know this is a big weekend for college football. You might be having some friends come over and watch the games with you, and maybe you need some refreshment. Well, there's no better place than the Whiskey Barrel here in Broken Bow. Stan is ready to take care of you. A great selection of items, and one thing that Stan always promotes is you don't find these glitzy just one-day sales or whatever. It's just everyday low prices. So swing on in and see Stan at the Whiskey Barrel. He'll take care of you if you're looking for some refreshments for the holiday weekend. All right, I think that we have crossed everything off the business list here this morning. We do want to say thanks again to all of the guests that we visited with in Arcadia today. We hope you have the opportunity to enjoy some of the festivities at the Fall Festival in Arcadia this weekend. Of course, don't forget the Kite Flight is taking place this weekend in Callaway tomorrow and on Sunday. Had the wonderful opportunity to visit with those folks about the Kite Flight yesterday, and we hope you're able to get out and enjoy the area festivals this holiday Labor Day weekend. Before we go, just a reminder on what we're covering for high school football tonight. It is the first big official football Friday night of Nebraska high school football, and here's the games that we'll be broadcasting for you tonight. Our area game of the week will take us to Myrna, where Anselmo Myrna will be hosting Sandhills Thetford. The 8-man contest is scheduled to kick off at 7 o'clock tonight. Larry Cotner and Mike Garner are going to team up and call the game for you tonight. We'll have it for you live on KBBN 95.3 FM, beginning with the consolidated pregame show at 6 o'clock tonight. And then on KCNI Radio, we'll have live coverage of Broken Bow football as the Indians will open their season at home against Shadron at Mark Russell Field. Kickoff will be 7 o'clock Central Time. You'll be able to hear it live on KCNI Radio with pregame coverage starting with the Custer Electric and Irrigation pregame show this year at 6 o'clock tonight. So join us for high school football on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. That's going to wrap it up for the breakfast show today. Happy Friday, everybody. Thanks for listening and enjoy your holiday weekend. Of course, no breakfast show on Monday with it being a holiday. We'll visit with you again on Tuesday of next week.